Folding triangular bandage. Open face. Broad cravat. Semi-broad cravat. Narrow cravat. Square knot. The reef knot or square knot is an ancient and simple binding knot used to secure a rope or line around an object. Open face. Top of the head. Fold the base at least 2 to 3. Place folded base aligned with eyebrows. Pull back and cross over at the back, tacking apex beneath. Pull both ends in front, secure with a square knot at the center of the folded base, tuck ends. Pull down apex or the tuck sides neatly. And lastly, tuck apex neatly at crossover area. Open face, chest. Apex at the shoulder of injured part. Pull back folded base and secure with square knot at the center indentation of the back. Knot or tie longer end with apex. Open face, hand burn. This is also an anti-infection method favoring the development of a crust which separates spontaneously. It is however painful and leads to thermal, water, and electrolyte losses. Open face, arm sling. Place folded base vertically over. One arm is pointed directly under the elbow of an injured arm. Lower ends of base at the side of the neck using a square knot. Make several twists with apex and tie a knot. And also, lastly, hide the knot. Narrow cravat, wound on the shoulder, start at the armpit, cross over at injured shoulder, and lastly, tie at the opposite armpit, side of front. Narrow cravat, forehead. Place the center of the cravat over the compress covering the wound. Carry the ends around the opposite side of the head. Cross them. Bring them back to the starting point and tie them. Narrow cravat, eye. Lay center of the first cravat over top with the front end falling over an injured eye. Bring second cravat around head, over eyes, and over loose ends of first cravat. Tie in front. Bring ends of the first cravat back over top of head, tying there and pulling second cravat up and away from an injured eye. Narrow cravat, ear, chicken jaw. Use the wide cravat. Start with the middle of the cravat over the compress covering the cheek or the ear. Carry one and over the top of the head and the other under the chin. Cross the ends at the opposite side. Bring the short end back around the forehead and the long end around the back of the head. Lastly, tie them down over the compress. Narrow cravat, forearm. Place center of cravat over the dressing. Begin ascending turns with upper end and descending turns with lower end, with each turn covering 2/3 of preceding turn until dressing is covered. Lastly, terminate by tying both ends in square knot. Narrow cravat, elbow. Bend arm at elbow and place center of cravat at point of elbow. Bring ends up and across each other in overlapping spiral turns. Continue one end up an arm and the other end down forearm. Bring ends to front of elbow and tie. Narrow cravat, palm. Lay the middle of the cravat over the palm with the ends hanging down on each side. Take the end of the cravat at the little finger across the back of the hand, extending it upward over the base of the thumb, then downward across the palm. Take the thumb end across the back of the hand over the palm and through the hollow between the thumb and palm. Lastly, take the ends to the back of the hand and cross them, then bring them up over the wrist and cross them again. Bring both ends down and tie them with a square knot on top of the wrist.